Okay, everybody, I am super excited today because I am joined by Tom Hopper, aka Declan Smith, in his newest film, SAS Red Notice. Tom, how you doing today, man?
Good, Steve. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. So this is a really exciting film. I loved it. It's action packed. You're jumping out of windows. I'm wondering, is this a film that you did any of your own stunts here, or is this all stuntmen kind of pulling that weight?
Bit of a blend, actually. There's certain. I'm the kind of guy that's like, if they let me do it, I'll do it. If the insurance companies tick it off, I'll give it a blast. I'm starting to do that, a little bit less now because I've got a family, I've got kids and stuff. And I think when I was a young single buck, I would be like, let's do it. And then now I'm like, now I'm gonna go actually put my kid to bed later today, so maybe I won't do that. So as you get older, you start to kind of educate yourself and think, actually, you know what, these guys are paid to do that sometimes. But I'm still, that younger buck side of me still can't say no. So whenever I can, I give it a blast, because I just think you get a better shot that way, as long as you get to do it yourself. So I'd say that a majority I like to do, but then there was a couple of those scene in the Red Notice where they jumped out the window, which they wouldn't let me and Sam do. So
Right.
that brought in one of the big boys. But yeah, like I have to say, the stunt guys on this movie were particularly special. They did some great stuff.
Yeah, and it really shows how great the stunt work is. But again, as always, your acting is great. And it's interesting too, switching gears a bit, you're a bit of a fitness guru. I wonder, would you ever take a role that required you to get out of shape?
That's so funny. Someone asked me that literally like
Really?
2 days ago. Someone said the same thing. We're on set because I'm shooting Umbrella Academy season 3, and we were talking about that. And then someone was like, "Tom, would you?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. Like health, and my life outside of acting is, and the health of myself and my family, is like number one. It's paramount. But I think if the right role came along and I could do it in the healthiest way possible, so I wasn't just junking down pizza and stuff, I was actually eating some clean calories to get like bigger, maybe. But prosthetics are good these days, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But then you don't get the respect that people want to see you change. So, I think if it was a life-changing role and like something that I thought, you know what, I have to play this role. Maybe the life and times of John Candy.
I
I
love
do
that.
I do that role.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, 6 weeks ago on Instagram, you went on record saying that Back to the Future 2 is your favorite film. Can you tell us why, and would you play Biff in a reboot?
Oh my God, yes. 110%. My only worry would be I wouldn't be able to do him justice. But
Oh no, you'd kill it.
out of all the characters, yeah, Biff would be the one that I would 100% want to do, because Biff plays so many different types of himself. So the Biff in '85, when he's running the car balloting service, compared to the other Biff in '85, and then obviously the Biff in Back to the Future 2, where he's got all the money. And then obviously you've got Mad Dog Tannen in the third one. So he's got this broad spectrum of the types of character of that one version. It's brilliant. And Griff as well in
Oh
2
hell
is
yeah.
so good. So, but the reason I love 2 is like it's probably my favorite sequel. One of my favorite sequels. I think Judgment Day, Terminator 2 Judgment Day is up there as well. But it was the Back to the Future was made the year I was born. So that was one more factor. But I love the future. I love the future in Back to the Future 2. It's the future that I looked at as a kid and went, oh my God, one day, 2015 is going to be like that. And I really, truly believed it and wanted it,
Yeah, yeah.
And the hoverboards, the flying cars, it's the future that I was like, that would be so cool. And I used to watch Back to the Future 2, like all of the whole saga I watch over and over again. But Back to the Future 2, man, I watched that thing time and time and time again. Loved it.
No, I love that you praise that. And it's really exciting for Tom Hopper diehards to hear that he will play Biff. Universal, if you're listening, you have your Biff and your reboot.
You got your
So
Biff, baby. You got your Biff. Bring it
mark
on.
that down. And while we have Tom Hopper here, he's going to be SAS Red Notice. It's on demand Tuesday. Make sure to check it out. Tom, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope to talk to you again in the future.
Thanks so much, Steve. Been a pleasure.